you for watching our video on dried flower necklace. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like and subscribe to Mom Time for weekly content.
So today we are going to be making dried flower jewelry. To this demonstration, we'll be making the necklace. We actually used a kit that we purchased on Amazon.com, and I will be linking that in the description below, but it also came with earrings as well as a bracelet. And it was so fun. The kids really enjoyed making both the bracelet and the necklace. So it's a great craft for kids. Both my kids are at different ages and they both really like the craft. So to make this craft, you need some type of a kit that has the trays as well as the cabochon. And then for adhesive, I really researched different adhesives and they all actually had pretty good reviews, but I ultimately decided on diamond glaze and I wasn't disappointed at all. This worked amazing. It really is a really good hold and very shiny. So I'd recommend diamond glaze. You'll also need a dried flower that will fit in your tray. And you can use more than one dried flower. This one actually has 2 dried flowers in it. But you want to make sure if you're using multiple flowers that they're not too thick and that they don't get in the way of your tray rim so that your cabochon can adhere nicely to your tray. And then you'll also need tweezers and a toothpick just to kind of help you so you don't get diamond glaze on you. And then if you have to trim down your dried flower, some type of scissors. Depending on your dried flower, you may not need to trim it down to fit in the tray. We definitely had to trim down our flowers to fit in our earrings because the space was so small. So try to get a dried flower that will fit in your tray, just because if it doesn't fit in the tray and you have to cut it, it kind of breaks apart pretty easy. So to start off, we're just going to do a basic dried flower. We're just going to be gluing directly to our tray with the diamond glaze. Now, depending on what you would like for a preference, you could put some type of paper backing if you don't want it to have a silver background. But for this demonstration, we'll just be gluing directly to our tray that came in our kit. So we're going to start off with the diamond glaze. Now the trick with the diamond glaze, which we discovered when we made quite a few pieces of jewelry, is that if you use too much, it will come out the sides and it's kind of hard to clean up. So you want to try and keep the diamond glaze in the center and not really try to get it too close to these edges, because you need to have that cabochon fit tightly. So you want to kind of keep the diamond glaze not too close to the edges. And when you put the cabochon on, it will spread. So try to, when you apply in the center. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply some of our diamond glaze in the center. And here's where you want your toothpick. We're going to gently spread that around. You don't want a big pool. And we're not going to get it too close to those edges. Okay. Once you have your diamond glaze on, we are going to put our dried flower and apply it, to the center. There it goes. We're going to take our toothpick and just gently kind of tap it down. Make sure it's adhering to the diamond glaze. Kind of gently tap it down without damaging it. Nice and gentle. Okay, once you have your dried flower adhered to your tray, this point we're just going to do nothing. We're going to let it dry. And we're going to just leave it here for a minute. All right, we are ready to apply our cabochon to our necklace. It was about 15 to 20 minutes and it is dry and ready to add. Now this step, we need to be careful not to add too much of our diamond glaze so that it doesn't come out the sides. So we're going to start by applying this right here in the center. Hopefully that wasn't too much. And we're going to take our toothpick again and we're going to just gently, ooh, I might have done a little bit too much here. Gently kind of spread this around as best we can. And we're not going to try to get it too close to the edges. We may need to end up cleaning this up a bit. I think I put a little bit too much on there. We'll find out in a second. Okay. Once you have that spread on, you're ready to add your cabochon. Make sure it's nice and clean. If you have any fingerprints, especially on that underside. And you're going to want to just set it on and then just tap it down. And what may happen, ooh, I got lucky. I thought for sure it would come out the edges. You might get some out the edges. What we used, we just used like a Lysol wipe or a baby wipe to kind of like pull that excess off. Paper towel will probably work too. And then we just held it down a little bit. Made sure our diamond glaze was kind of spreading out, okay? So there you are, and now you're ready. I'd give it a minute to dry, and then just add the chain from your kit. And so far, so good. We haven't had any problems with any of the jewelry from the kit we purchased on Amazon. Everything seemed to be pretty high quality, so super cheap. And we made a whole day of it. It was super fun. So I'll definitely be linking that kit in the description below.
I hope you enjoyed our video on our dried flower necklace. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out Mom Time for weekly tutorials.